friends, Little Miss Bun Crazy here, and today I'm going to show you what you need for getting a rabbit. So first of all, you guys are going to need some form of pellets. And what I usually use for my pellets, I don't know the brand because I usually buy them in bulk. So it's kind of like a bulk barn, but like it's a feed store, and I just go and get my pellets there, and it's usually quite a big bag for $2. I don't remember how much usually it's probably filled to right there, and it lasts us a good month or almost 2 months for food, so I think that's pretty reasonable. But another good brand I know is Oxbow, All Living World. What's the other ones? I can't think of the other ones. I'll put them in the link below, the description below. The type of hay that you can use that I'm using here is Timothy hay, Kaytee natural Timothy hay, but you can also use different types of Timothy hay and mixed grass hay. You want to avoid alfalfa because it's really high in calcium and protein and fiber that your rabbit can't digest, and it's better for baby rabbits. That's the only reason you would give a rabbit alfalfa hay, is when they're little because they need that calcium, but when they're older they don't require it anymore, and it'll just cause more problems than it's worth. And good types of Timothy hay, there is what is it called? All Living World, Oxbow. That's all I can think of right now. But to tell if you have a good type of hay, you want to look for really green hay. I don't want to take it out of the bag, but really, really green hay. As you can see, most of that is pretty green. I don't know if you can tell or not, but it's pretty green hay, which was what you want. You can also do like farmer's hay. I know a lot of people just get their hay from farmer and stuff. I also forgot to mention that when feeding, you don't just feed just pellets, you also feed vegetables, and you want to feed a minimum 1 cup of vegetables for 4 pounds, and you want to feed at least 3 different types of vegetables for your rabbit. And for fruits, you want to feed 1 to 2 tablespoons per 5 pounds. So you don't want to feed a whole lot of vegetables, and I usually use vegetables as a fruits as a treat, so like a carrot, instead of buying treats, because I feel like they're just not as good, and I would prefer my rabbit eat fresh fruits and vegetables, like fresh stuff as treats. Like a strawberry would be a treat for him, or something, like cut up a little bit of strawberry like that. I would prefer giving him that over store-bought treats. And I also give, because he doesn't get very many pellets, his pellets are kind of, I use those as treats as well. The next thing you're going to want for your rabbit is a litter box, and I just like to use cardboard boxes because they're cheaper, and I get them from my local grocery store for free because I just have them lying around in stands, and I just find that they work pretty good. Like once they get really gross and stuff, you can just chuck them, and then you don't have to worry about like an intense cleaning process or having your rabbit in like containers. I know people like buy litter boxes, and I just feel like it gets stuck on there really bad, because some days you forget to clean up the litter box or something, and it just sticks really bad and it smells disgusting. So I find when these get really, really gross, then I can just throw them out and go out and get a new one, and it doesn't cost me a single thing. And for bedding for the litter box, it's not safe to use pine or wood shavings. You don't want to use those, but you can use kitty litter, like things like Yesterday's News, but you don't want like powdery, cakey kitty litter, like dust stuff. But like Carefresh is okay, like safe to use for them, but it's just really, really expensive. You can use hay. Some people use hay, but I find that would get really expensive because hay is pretty expensive as it is, so I feel like it would just be a waste of good hay. But then it also helps increase your rabbits' eating of hay too, because they like to eat in their cage. Another thing you're going to want is a hay rack or somewhere to put your hay. I don't have mine here in the cage, but I will show that to you a little later when I actually show you my cage and stuff. But you want like a hay rack, and most people stick them in front of their litter boxes, so it like also helps the hay from falling, helps the hay not fall everywhere, and also rabbits like to eat while they're going to the bathroom. Don't ask me why, that's what they like to do. So that's why most people put them over top of their litter box. And it also helps keep the hay, the mess, because my rabbit likes to pull all his hay out, so it just kind of helps contain it in one spot. So the next thing you're going to want for your rabbit is toys. And the reason why you want toys is to keep them stimulated so they don't go crazy, and so they actually have something to do, and it keeps their mind busy, and they're less likely to destroy their cage and get really aggressive if they actually have things to do. So what I got for my rabbit is one of these cat tunnels from the dollar store. Like, these are two tied together, but my rabbit absolutely loves these. So if you live in Canada, then you can get them at the dollar store. I know other people in the States, they can't find them, but I really like them. My rabbit loves, especially when I put two together, he loves to run through them. He will race through them like a crazy man, and he actually like lays in there, and he just loves them. So if you can get them, I really highly recommend it. They're also like store-bought toys like this and these and things like this, but I find like after like 5, 10, 15 minutes they like just destroy them, and they're kind of expensive, not too bad, but like to keep on buying them, they are pretty expensive when you can just make your own. Like this is just a willow wreath. It's an untreated willow wreath, and that's safe for rabbits to chew on. Same with this. This is what is it? I still have the thing on. You can read it. A willow barrel. It's from National Geographic. It's for hamsters, guinea pigs, rabbits, and other small pets. Other small pet natural chew. So it's made out of willow and thistle and probably apple, because apple sticks are safe for them too. And then this one is a barrel ruler ideal for rabbits, guinea pigs, hamsters, and gerbils. And it helps encourage instinct playing. I don't know if it's going to focus. Nope. Instinct to play and chew, and it's from all living things. And then this one is a Kaytee woven carrot toss toy, and it's made out of hay, I'm assuming. I don't really know, but it looks like hay. Interesting. It's a carrot. But other things that my rabbit really likes to live, he loves, where's my other jingly balls? I had another one. I can't find it, but oh, here it is. He absolutely loves these jingly balls, and I just got them at the dollar store, and I just covered one of these in cardboard, in like a cardboard roll, and I folded it up and made it into a ball and then put it on top of this, and he loves it because he can pick it up. As you can see, you can pick it up and chew it. I also made another one, just it doesn't have the jingly ball in it, and I will show you later on a video how to make this. But he absolutely loves these toys. He loves to pick them up, throw them, push them around with his nose. And another option, there's like baby keys. He likes to pick these up and throw these, and like baby links and stuff. And there's also stuff like this. You see he's kind of chewed it a little bit, but with laundry detergent cups, you have to be really, really careful. You have to wash them out really, really well, and you don't want them to ingest the plastic. But they love to sorry about that. As I was saying, one of my cards just died. You want to make sure with laundry cups, you want to make sure that they are really, really well washed, because you don't want any of the detergent left, because that could poison your rabbit. Another great toy, like I just found this, it's like a roll of cardboard and stuff. Like they love paper towel rolls, like a big long roll or a little one. You can cut it up on the sides and stuff hay in it. They love to throw those around. They're really good for them. And then there's like this, but you have to be careful as well that they don't ingest any of it. My rabbit kind of just likes to toss it around, and they like the noise too, the clunk that they make on stuff. They really like that too, so that's a good stuff. And you also might want to get like apple sticks, not apple sticks, there's like apple sticks, but like apple sticks, like an apple stick tree, are good for them to chew on as well. Anything like cardboard, as long as it doesn't have any any like paper, like any ink on it. Same with like newspaper. You want soy-based newspaper for them to chew on and stuff. And there's a lot of like great toys that you can make for free. Like it doesn't cost you a whole lot, and they last longer. Like they may not last longer, but I mean, like this didn't cost me anything, this didn't cost me anything, this didn't cost me anything. Like, and they last you a long time, as opposed to like these might last you like, I don't know, a couple weeks maybe. Not that might not last you a couple weeks, but this might. And then you have to go out and spend like another $4. So like that's like this is probably like close to $4, $3 or $4. So then that's like $8 in like 2 weeks, which is crazy. Which you can get like 4 of these, like a pack of these at the dollar store. You can make these, and these will last you, you know, much longer. Like these might not last you much longer, but I mean, toilet paper roll, you've always got that lying around your house. I mean, it's really easy to make and fun to make rabbit toys for your rabbit that your rabbit will actually enjoy. And then another thing you're going to want is a hidey house. And the only reason mine is colored is because my rabbit does not really chew on it. As you can see, he's barely nibbled on it, but they love these things. And again, they are free. You just take a cardboard box, cut a couple holes in it, and stick it in your rabbit's cage, and they will love it. My rabbit absolutely loves it. He goes and hides in it when he gets scared, because he's kind of nervous, but he loves it. And when you're making these, make sure that you have at least 2 ends cut out for them, because in case you always want to have 2 ends, at least 2 exits for your rabbit, because in case they get scared and they don't want to back up, they at least have another way out. If something scary is on this side or something, they can at least get out on that side, so they feel safer and secure. Another thing a lot of people do is they'll stick bits of cardboard or newspaper or like phone books too, as long as they're soy-based ink. They'll stick those in there, and your rabbit can just rip up and chew it, and they love it, because they love to dig, because that's their natural instinct, is to dig. So another thing you're going to need for your rabbit is nail clippers. This is all like grooming, so like you need to trim their nails. These are like good ones. I don't particularly like, I'm always scared when I trim his nails, my rabbit's nails, because he like hates when you get near his quicks, even though you're not really near them. But the quick is the red part of their nail, so you don't want to trim to that and catch that. So you want to trim the white part of the nails, and you don't want them to get too long. It's not good. And also I have another grooming brush. This isn't, I just got it at the dollar store, but it doesn't work very well, so I'd rather get a different one. But I will insert a picture, I will insert a picture of actually like a good, not good, but like other types of grooming things. And then I just use this eyebrow pencil to do his face, because I find it's easier, because he has such a small head, or like any rabbit, and I don't use it at all because there's like gross stuff on it. But anyways, that's just nail polish, by the way. But like I just use it to brush his head and get all the, like if he has a little tiny knot and I don't feel like doing this, or like you could probably even get away with like a comb maybe from like the dollar store. That's what I'm going to try to use, because I noticed that he does get his hairs get kind of long, and we usually groom them too, so they don't, it kind of, especially in the summer, it cuts down on the, especially in the summer you need to brush them because they get a lot of hair, and it'll help declog them and they won't get as much hair in their mouth. I mean, their system, they will always have hair no matter how much you brush them in their system because they groom themselves, and their system is able to support little amounts of hair, but not like, my leg was in my, sorry, not huge amounts of like hairballs and stuff, because they can't cough them up like cats. So it just helps them be a little more organized. So yeah. Another thing you're going to need is a carrying cage, and this is what we use for my rabbit. I do not recommend having this, like a wire cage at all of any type, but I don't actually have another like carrier, like where you carry your dog or cat in, like you're taking it to the vet or something like that, but he literally goes in there for like 5 minutes because our vet is like 5 minutes down the road from our vet, so he's usually in that for like 10 minutes, like there and back, like top, so he's not in there, like he's not spending his entire time, so it's not that bad for him. But, and another, or you could have something like this, and this is exactly why store-bought cages are not a good idea to have a rabbit in, because we bought this about, my first rabbit, probably like 10, 12 years ago maybe, and this is a dwarf, what dwarf rabbits are supposed to be in. Like, it is not suitable, like literally that's the size, you can't even stick a litter box in there, and it's not at all like suitable for, it was probably like $50 too for this thing, and I was like, oh yeah, that's good size, and I was like, no it's not, but yeah, so I don't know what I'm saying, but that is definitely why these are in the shadow. I will probably be in the shadow a lot down tonight, but that is definitely why you need a bigger cage, because you can't even fit, like that would be like a decent sized litter box maybe, or like if you were traveling somewhere, you know, in the car to take your rabbit somewhere, or like if you're going to a friend's house, like that could work to get them to there, your friend's house, depending on how long they're going to stay. But I do not recommend you getting a cage this size, because that is extremely too small, like to the extreme, way too small. And the reason why there's shavings in there and a blanket and straw is because my rabbit had sore hock, so the vet recommended we put that in his cage. And unfortunately, for the longest time, that was the size of my rabbit's cage, and I felt so bad putting him in there. But he used to go out in a run, like not in a run, but in a room, like in a room all his size, which I'll show you in a minute. That's where his new cage is. And then the vet told us that because he got really bad sore hocks, that rabbits are not allowed on concrete, and that's exactly what he was on. So I was like, okay, well, guess I can't keep him in that room then. Like, I used to have him out there for most of the day, just like during the day, and at night I'd put him back in here because I felt so guilty because that is like so tiny. Like, as you can see, it's extremely small, and I will show you guys very soon his new cage, and I will tell you how I made it. So this is the room that I was talking about that my rabbit goes in. He doesn't actually stay in here now, but he does. I know it's a basement and it's really, really bad. But there's his cage. I just scared him, so sorry, Bubs. There is his awesome, humongous cage. Like, compared to the other one, it is so nice. I keep getting in here. I'm really sorry. I'm going to be in the shot for most of it. I'm in my basement right now and it's not finished. That's why he's down here. But yeah, we may even be able to see the little stinkers. I don't know where he's gone. No, but anyways, so his cage is made out of storage grids, and they are 4 storage grids wide by 4 storage grids long. So they're cubes, so it's like it's basically a cube, and I ran out of them, so I just used cardboard as the top of the door. But he's small enough that he doesn't actually bother with it. He never even touches it, so okay. And I'll show you how I made these. I just, kind of like took, what do they call, zip ties and zip tied it all together. And yeah. So what I was going to show you in here actually, was his hay rack right there. That's what I was talking about, how you need a hay rack. I went to the dollar store and found one. It's like a dishpan rack, and turned it on its side and put it in there. Put it like that. So, yeah. And then there's his famous tunnel that he loves. See, that's what I mean by having a tunnel, like a one tunnel. He loves this. He runs through it all the time. Right now he's in his hidey house. That's why you need to have hidey houses, because like I said, they are prey animals. I didn't say this, but they are prey animals. Sorry for the really, really shaky camera there. I'm doing this by hand. I don't have a tripod or anything. Yeah, so they need to hide, and when they feel safe, they do come out. But he is in there with newspaper right now. He's got tons of newspaper in there. There's his little cage and baby keys, and then his stuff in the corner. But what I was going to show you, and I forgot to talk about this yet, is I'm in the yeah, it's really dark. Sorry, because I'm in the light. Water dishes and food bowls. Here, let me show you. I'm in it. I'm so sorry, guys, for the darkness. Okay, there you can kind of see it. I use a feeder and a water bowl that hooks on to the side of the cage. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's really, really dark. I do apologize. It hooks onto the side of this cage because you can get tubs, like dishes and stuff. See, oh, they're sneaking out. You can get dishes and stuff, like, and put them, I know a lot of people put them on the bottom of the cage, but because this is what he's used to, like, that's what he had when we got him when he was a baby. We'll see if he comes out. When he was a baby, we got those, and I prefer them over to bowls and stuff, just because, like, you can get bowls as long as they're sturdy enough that they can't flip over on themselves, like flip over. But I'm just worried because he's on blankets that it'd be really easy. He's on a lot, and it would just feel like the water especially would tumble over. Oh, he's coming out! Oh, Cadbury! Are you coming to say hi, babies? Hi! So this is Cadbury, everyone, in case you haven't seen him. He's very mad right now. He's digging up. Yes, you are, aren't you? You're digging up your cage. But as I was saying, people get them on the ground. I wouldn't suggest putting them near the litter box, because rabbits do tend to, when they hop out, their litter comes out. Yes, it does. He's so mad I'm talking about him right now. The litter, they tend to hop out of their, hop out and their litter goes flying, so don't just be worried the poop gets in there. That's why I have it up a little higher, just because I am worried about that. And food bowl, and he's got his evening pellets for tonight, so he is quite happy. Oh, you're gonna be a stinker tonight, aren't you? Yeah, he's quite happy about that. Sorry, I should be not filming through this. I'm really sorry about that, guys. I wasn't even watching what I was filming. But yeah. Oh yes, I was going to talk about vets. When you get a vet, you want to get a vet that actually works with rabbits and knows what they're talking about, and they're kind of hard to find. Oh, there he's playing with the keys. Hard to find. See, that's what I mean. They like to toss things and throw them. Rabbits love to do that. He's going to demonstrate for us. Oh, thank you, Bob. It's the first time I've ever seen you play with that. That's awesome. Then be back to digging. So when you, yeah, like I was saying, sorry, this video is so scatterbrained. I'm just not prepared. I don't know what I'm talking about. But when you first get, vets are really hard to find. So you want to make sure, not like hard to find, but like rabbit vets. So you want to make sure vet knows what he's talking about, and that he's dealt, or not them, they have dealt with rabbits. He or she has dealt with rabbits before, because then they know what they're talking about. And I don't know if there's something else I forgot to tell you about cages. You cannot, wire cages are not good for rabbits either. You should not have them on wire cages. So this is Cadbury. Sorry, I'm back again actually. Just kidding. I'm really sorry if this video is really long, but this is all you need to know, all you need to have for your rabbit. Oh, I was going to talk about cages. Why you need a cage. Why this size cage is like perfect for him. Yeah. Because the rabbits need, like, let me start again. For cages, you need to have them to be able to hop 4 times in their cage without stuff in the way, and be able, I think also to be able to lie down for, like, the length of them 4 times without anything in the way. And people also recommend having like 2 levels. I just have 1 because I didn't have enough money to build a second level. I mean, there is lots of space because this is an entire room, but I don't have enough money to buy a second level. But this is a really like good size cage for 1 rabbit. Probably 2 you need more, a little bit more room, but yes. So anyways, I am done I think for the night. So this is all for this video. Sorry if it's really long, this long video, but this is everything you need to have for a rabbit. Okay guys? Bye! Keep your bunnies happy and healthy. Goodbye. Why did I say bye?